Welcome to our next episode of the Bean Talks, where we sit down with young entrepreneur D'Amico, also known as the Cool Guy, whose business model focuses on health, wealth, and knowledge. And now, introducing our host, Michelle Muhammad.
Welcome to the Bean Shop. It's another episode with your host, Michelle M. I'm here with a new guest, entrepreneur by the name of D'Amico. He goes by the Cool Guy on Instagram and Facebook and has a business name, Health, Wealth, and Knowledge, because that's his business page. So I have him here today. I just want to make sure you're on. D'Amico, are you on?
Yes.
Awesome. So thank you so much for being a part of the Bean Shop. I want to get to maybe have you introduce yourself to the audience, because some of the things that we talk about on the show is just kind of getting to know you, your product, your service, and just how you got started. So I'm going to kind of let you take over a little bit and just give us who you are, what your name is, and then a little bit of insight about your background. And then you can talk to us a little bit about your service and product.
Okay, cool. So my name is D'Amico Givens. I'm from Deerfield Beach, Florida. I'm 26 years old. I turned 27 in November. So I'm excited for that birthday. That another year around the sun. So I'm the oldest of 13. I come from a big family. My dad is one of 11. And like when to get into my business, how I started it was I just looked at it as we wasn't taught the proper ways to eat growing up, and we wasn't taught what to eat, how to eat, the proper nutrition things. And I looked at it as when I looked at the generation above me, and especially in our community, we battle with different diseases from the thing, and we battle with obesity as we get older. So I looked at it as I don't want to run into that problem when I get older. So, and I prayed on it. I said, what can I do to not do that? I tried exercise, and exercise is good. Then I wanted to get to the root of the problem, and I didn't understand what it was until one day I woke up and came across this video about veganism and, the proper things to eat. And I realized that the reason we run into these health problems is because we're putting chemicals and bad foods in our body. And I was like, wow, this is mind blowing. And a lot of people don't know this. So I say, why not turn this into a business? Why not educate people on the proper things to eat, the proper nutrition? And I've been vegan for 4 years, by the way, too. So I made that sacrifice. And once I became vegan and started my journey, it became like a stepping stone. Each step became a new, like, how can I put this? It became like knowledge. I became more knowledgeable on what I was doing. So therefore, I got into juicing. Then because at first I started off vegetarian. Let me take you way back. I cut out chicken first. This was the stepping stone I'm talking about. I cut out chicken. I cut out turkey. I cut out pork. Then I went vegetarian, which means basically I was still consuming dairy products. Then from vegetarian, I went to vegan. And along those stepping stones, I gained knowledge on, different things to eat, different things to better your body. So then I got into juicing and I got into fasting. So, and that's when I was like, wow, this is easy. And this have make me feel a whole lot better. So that's when I became, I started Health Wealth Knowledge, and I turned the juicing into a business.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you hit a chord with me because, I am like a health nut. And just what you're saying resonates with me a lot, because a lot of what you're talking about, when you start going on that journey with health, it just naturally takes you into a place where you're evolving in so many different ways. And people don't understand that food in itself is something that, can either build you or break you down. And it's, again, you hit a chord, like I'm a health nut, like we'll talk offline, but this is what I love to talk about, but that's very inspiring. I like kind of how your journey kind of got you to where you are. So you started to talk a little bit about kind of why you started to go that route. So tell me what inspired you to kind of pursue, you know, the route that you took. That, yeah, I know that you said that you didn't get, you know, the most healthiest food when you were younger, but as you got older, what kind of made you take the journey that you're taking now, and what, you know, service that you are providing now kind of, you know, kind of tied into that inspiration?
Okay. So what actually made me like go all in and not turn back is really my granddad who just passed away. So I was in his room one day and I seen he had this container, and this container was marked Monday through Sunday, and each each day had different pills in it that he had to take. And I remember the doctor, I think my aunt told me that the doctor was telling him that he can adapt a natural, lifestyle as far as eating goes, or take those pills. And he started like my granddad did a great job. Like he went like a few months without eating meat, and it was good. But then he reverted back to eating meat. But that is what made me say, hey, I want to actually take this seriously, because I feel like with me, I can save lives by introducing people to new forms of eating, introducing people to, hey, you don't need, for example, you don't need chicken as for a protein. You can get it from the different nuts and grains, just introducing people to a lot of people. You'll be surprised. I meet a lot of people and they say, hey, I don't eat vegetables or I don't drink water. And I say, that's fine. I have a juice that you can drink, and it's actually good, where you can consume those same vegetables that you need that you won't eat. You can just drink it. So that's how I provide a service for them to actually still consume and become healthy.
Wow. Again, you're bringing up stuff into me because, when I started my journey as well, I remember as a little girl, I saw my grandmother in the bed and she had a table full of medication. And I thought to myself, my God, what a way to live, right? So just like you, in that moment when you saw your grandfather and you noticed he had medication from Monday through Friday, sometimes you don't realize it, but on the unconscious level, it's saying, hey, I need to make some changes. Like,
Right.
I don't want to live my life that way. So that's amazing that you were able to get inspired by your grandfather to take your journey and created a service for others so that they wouldn't have to deal or have to live where they're not getting what they need, right? To kind of keep their body going. So that's inspiration. And you actually answered probably the next question is how you got started. So that's kind of how we could move into the next thing. But I think I kind of know where you're going with this, but the next question I'm going to ask you is, how does your business or product kind of serve the community, or even your talents as well?
Well, so we're speaking on just health right now. So as far as the health part of the business, it can serve the community, just by bringing people out of sickness. A lot of people feel like they don't have any other hope. They feel like they have to rely on medicine that has side effects, that you go get a pill for your headache, then 2 days later your legs start hurting. You don't have to. God designed our bodies. Like, our bodies are so amazing, and God designed these plants to cure us. Like, we don't have to take over-the-counter medicine. So I feel like as far as the health part of the service, with my juices, it can cure people of sickness, and I truly believe that, from my sea moss, from my juices. And then when it comes to wealth, I'm into credit repair. So credit repair, I just want to, with me, like I said, I come from a big family, and I want to build generational wealth for my future wife and kids. So therefore, their lives can be set up, their kids can be set up. So when it comes to credit, I feel like your credit score has to be at a certain number where you just no one can't tell, you can't, how can I put this? No one can tell you in the sense of like, you can't do this or you can't do that, or money is the issue. I feel like if you take money out of the situation, you'll see the real true people, and real true people thrive. Just to give you some numbers, I think 90% of people are in prison because of money related issues. And I think 65% of murders happen because of money. So if you take money out the situation, or show people how to create generational wealth, just imagine how much of how better this road would be just because of that. So that's when I come in as far as my wealth. I want to teach people how to create generational wealth, how to save money, how to get their credit scores high. And this is things I researched, books I read, and things of that nature, just to help people in general.
Wow. I love where you're going with this, because you're going from the health aspect, because if you don't have your health, then you don't have anything.
Right. Health is number one.
Right. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're in a hospital and you're in a bed, guess what happens? You can't do anything. Right. So I like the fact that you had said that, credit is important. Credit is absolutely important, because that determines where you live, right? What property you buy, exactly. What can you get you to move around? Right. So it's like, it's incredibly important. And the fact that you're offering that service is amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about maybe some challenges, right? So when did you kind of get started in as far as the business? Like, what's the date? Because I want to know from the date that you started till now, what challenges are you facing?
So I officially started, I don't have the exact date, but it was probably like 3 months ago. The pandemic is actually what, made me say, hey, I need to actually kickstart this. Mind you, I've been juicing. I've been selling juices, but it hasn't been a consistent business for me. It hasn't been something it was just something I did in the sense of, hey, you want some juices? I can make them for you. It wasn't nothing that I promoted. It wasn't nothing that I went out my way to do. It was just something that I like to do, and I knew it can help others, so I just did it. About 3 months ago, I took it as far as, hey, I want to make this lucrative for me. So I started actually, going hard on the business aspect of it. When it comes to with the health, the wealth, as far as getting my credit stuff where I can actually help people. Like I told you, I just got certified as a yoga teacher. That comes into the health as well, because I'm certified as yoga teacher. I can start teaching yoga classes. So I say, to answer your question, about 3 months ago is when I actually got started. The challenges I have is, I believe, as any startup company, is just getting my name out there. I know I have products that people will like and that can sell and that will actually help people. It's just getting my name out there. So with that, I just say I have to stay consistent and just keep doing it.
Amazing. Yeah, I think with anything that you do in life, you're going to face the challenges, but how you get over them, I think, is most important, right? So the fact that you're moving and you're continuing, and you're like you had mentioned, that you becoming a yoga teacher, right?
Yes, yoga teacher.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're adding it all in. I mean, like, if you don't have your health, you don't have to worry about the wealth piece, right? Right? If you don't have the knowledge, you're not going to know how to use the wealth, right? So it all makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's amazing. That's amazing.
It's finding real fruit. That's a challenge too. GMO, actually finding seedless grapes, you'll be surprised.
No.
Grapes that seedless.
I know. Yeah, no. You're right. It's very difficult to find seedless anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get home, I open my orange with no seeds in it, so now I gotta throw the whole bag away.
Now now this is a question that's kind of leads us into the next thing. How are you overcoming your challenges? So you're just saying like, I got to try to find seedless fruits, seedless vegetables, those type of things. Now, what about everything else? So just trying to do the juicing business, trying to, do, the health piece of it, trying to do the wealth portion of it. So how are you overcoming any of these challenges that are coming up with you? Like, are you finding challenges, finding clients and things like that for the wealth portion of your business? Like, are you finding there's a steady flow?
Yeah. So so once people start to actually with the health part of it, once people start to consume the juice, I realized that the word of mouth is very powerful. I have had a lot of people just come to me just simply off the word of mouth, not even necessarily on my Instagram page. They reached out to me by phone. I have this one lady who has leukemia, and she takes my sea moss. She takes my sea moss like she's a faithful customer, and she said the sea moss actually helped her with her movement, her mobility. And she said the sea moss worked better than the medicine that she has. So just to overcome as far as the wealth part of it, it's just really staying consistent and doing it, and just getting my name out there, just going to different events, and that's how we overcome that. The wealth part of it, as far as credit, because I've been doing credit for probably I actually been doing credit more longer than I've been doing the juices. I probably started doing credit about a year ago, and credit repair sells itself, to be honest. More than half of America is has a credit score under 600, and it'd be
Wow.
people have a credit score under 500, and they don't know that. They believe that they don't know that the credit bureaus are private entities. They don't know that they can send a letter to them. It's different ways to dispute the things on their credit. Like everything you don't have to pay for, and the things that you do have to pay for, you probably will get like an 80% discount, because those are private companies. They just really want you to pay them something. So
Right.
I've been doing that for a while, and credit sells itself. So that has been pretty good for me as well. Then just getting people to learn how to save and invest. Forex, I've been doing Forex longer than I've been doing everything. I started Forex 3 years ago, and Forex has very lucrative for me. It's just something that I thank God for. And I feel like this: if I would have learned the things I know now, if I would have learned this in ninth grade, I would be I would be definitely wealthy.
Wow.
So it's
Wow.
just amazing. But I thank God for where I'm at now and the place that He has me in. I feel like God made no mistakes. So
Absolutely. Very, very, very good. I love that. I love your energy. You know what I mean? For someone who's 26, you've done a lot, by the way.
thank you.
Yeah, you're like the third young person that we've had on this show. And I keep saying it, I'm blown, because I'm just like, what was I doing at that age? I was like, like if I could just go back in time. Anyway.
All right.
So okay. So listen, we're getting almost to the close of the interview, and I got two more questions for you. I think the main or the important one that I want to be able to ask you is, how can people support you? How can they invest in your business? If you can provide us your social media pages, hashtags, contact information, all that great stuff. How? Just tell us how.
So people can support me by they can go onto my main page, which is the Cool Guy, TheCoolGuy, 4 underscores, or they can go to my business page, which is health.wealth.knowledge, and my Facebook page is D'Amico Givens. They can reach out to me. My phone number is 857-318-8507. Those are ways you can contact me. If you want to donate, if you want to buy a juice, I do 3, 5, or 7-day juice cleanses. If you want pointers on how to build your credit, I do things like that. If you want a yoga teacher, if you want a workout buddy, so, you can reach out to me on any of those platforms, and I will definitely get back to you.
Wonderful, wonderful. And where are you located again?
I'm located in Deerfield Beach, but I would travel as far as when it comes to juices. I deliver in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. And delivery fee, so no matter where you at, I can get it to you, and I ship. So you have
All
no
right. Okay. You ship different states?
every state I ship. You have no excuses.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, D'Amico, I'm going to ask you the last question, and I'm going to give you the floor because I really want you to share with the audience anything that you want them to take away from today as our conclusion. So I'm going to give you the floor, and I'm going to let you say what you want to say to the audience.
Okay. First of all, I just want to go and let anybody know that no matter what it is that you want to do in life, no matter what it is, and I want to say that again, no matter what it is you want to do in life, go for it. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let no one tell you can't do it because they don't know the vision that God gave you. God gave you that vision for a reason. It's not for everybody else to see. So when someone say, hey, you can't do it, or you never know, they probably tried to do the same thing you did, and just because they couldn't do it, they want to tell you you can't do it. So stay consistent. That's the main thing. Stay consistent in what you're doing, and believe me, God gonna make a way for you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't tell you that I've absolutely heard those words before. So thank you so much, D'Amico, for coming on the show. You are a breath of fresh air. I love it. Like I said, we'll connect because I am a health nut. I am like into it all. So we can absolutely chat and maybe share some ideas and hopefully maybe I can lend you some knowledge as an elder, not, I'm not old, but as an elder for you.
Always
Yeah, absolutely. So again, thank you so much. Again, guys, please help out D'Amico, the cool guy. He's doing wonderful things, again, on his Health, Wealth, and Knowledge business page. Again, thank you so much, D'Amico. Again, we're going to follow you and your success. You got to let us know how well you're doing. And
I will.
yeah, absolutely. We'll love to have you on again. So if there's anything that you want to share about health, wealth, and knowledge, we're all for it. So again, thank you.
As I grow, I'm gonna come back in. But I want to thank you for having me. I'm blessed.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.